This lake is freezing over way quicker than I thought it would. Yesterday, all of this in front of me was not frozen. I just gotta get out of here because I was not counting on this. And I also hope this ice doesn't get thicker. Holy cow. Ice is getting thicker. As long as this boat doesn't slice open. Hey folks, thank you for tuning in. Once again, great to see you. I am on another survival challenge. I'm here for one night in what looks like the dead of winter, but it's still fall. I've got no food, no shelter, at least no tent, and very limited gear. I'm supposed to get down to -16 tonight. I'm gonna go find a place to set up and hopefully survive the night. It's about a -6, -7 out right now. A little worse out on the water. With the wind chill. I'm the only person out here. I have hoped to set up just a quickie one-night shelter. Obviously get a fire going. And just exist throughout the night. This is gonna be great. Okay, this is where I'm going to do my night, right here. It's supposed to get cold tonight, -16 as I said, so priorities tonight are shelter, bedding, and also getting a fire going. So I'm going to work on that now. I will admit choosing this location was largely because I've got a whole bunch of ready-made material for me here. No sense in cutting a whole bunch of stuff down if you got the materials ready to go. So I'm going to dig all the pieces of wood and whatnot out of the snow and start to make use of them. So for tonight, I'm thinking just another lean-to with maybe a bit more beef around the sides. Not the best winter shelter, but it worked well for me last time. There's not supposed to be any wind, so as long as I can get some reflection back from the fire, I'm going to have a big long fire tonight, hopefully. Then it'll be a doable night for sure. Especially if I beef up the sides a bit. And maybe even cover some of the holes with boughs if I can. We'll see. Time permitting. Maybe the first thing I'll do is concentrate on fire, just so I have a place to warm up my hands. They're already getting pretty chilly, obviously with all this touching the snow and whatnot, and so on and so forth. Another reason I want to sit up kind of near the shore, near the lake, is just so much duff here. A lot of moisture with the snow, but still, duff is no good for fires. Yeah, it's cold, all right. All the sprinkles of water, I guess, from rowing out here, frozen in my jacket. It's weird. There's ducks in the lake, diving for fish. I don't know how they stay warm. Interesting. Thankfully, the ground isn't frozen. I was able to peg these on the ground. Quite easily. I've got about an hour and a bit before it starts getting dark, and I've got a lot more wood to collect. I've got the frame and some of the, I guess, shingles or logs for the roof / wall, but I need a bunch more, so I'm gonna get to it. I need about 10 to 20 more to cover, and then I gotta grab firewood. So I'm racing a bit, or feeling. I'm feeling pressured, but no worries. Let's harvest some of this blow down here and get to work. Okay, that's one. About 15 more. Alrighty, well, I'm standing in the fire pit. Got all that cleared away, all the snow. It's a little uneven, so I think I can even it out just a tad with these boughs. Tried to get as much snow and ice out of the boughs as possible. I'm pretty lucky. It cooled down real quick here, so it didn't have a chance to rain and get all waterlogged, at least the boughs and the wood and all that. As far as I know, anyway, it doesn't seem like it is. I do have some considerable gaps in my shelter, which is expected. I was coming in knowing that would be the case and prepared to deal with whatever it might bring. Not supposed to be much wind tonight, as I said. Maybe a few minor breezes here and there. Full disclosure, I did come out here with a good amount of gear. Limited gear in a sense, as I mentioned, because I don't have any food. I don't have a tent. I did come out here with a tarp, small tarp, just in case it came to, really snow. We're in the mountains here, so forecast is very, you can't go by it. It's very deceptive. It was supposed to be clear all day, and it's been cloudy, so yeah, can't count on the forecast. And I did come out here with, as you saw probably in the boat, a sleeping pad, which I may or may not use. The idea was to come out here with the intention to test myself, not to suffer. So if things got a bit too tough, a bit too cold, this is going to be the coldest I've ever been without proper gear, or all the gear that I would usually have, shelter and all that, tent. So as I said in my last video, it's a good way to test yourself without risking anything, really. This is about as much as I had last time. Last time it was not negative, almost negative 20. That's alright. Like I said, I do have a sleeping pad. Chances are I will whip that out tonight. I do also have a sleeping bag, just in case, Okay, it is getting dark on me. Sun is going down now. So I'm gonna quickly get fire prepared and get it going. There we go. Fire is going well. Hopefully this is my saving grace. I'm gonna try not to dig into my gear, but we'll see how that goes. Just sitting on these boughs, I know I don't have near enough. It's more of a comfort thing and a leveling off thing than insulation, so we'll see. We'll see how I do. But now, as you can see, it's getting dark, so I got just enough time to get a whole whack load of firewood to try and wait out this very cold, wintry night. Well, it's worth a shot. I just saw a fish break the water. So, worth a try. Well, I've got my needle tea. There we go. Still kind of hot. So I'll enjoy that shortly. So I do have the sleeping pad set up now. I just couldn't get enough boughs in time, unfortunately. So the amount that I did get, just way too much body heat was being lost through the ground. So I figure sleeping mat will keep me insulated from the ground, and then we'll see what happens. I got a fairly long fire going now. I'm going to try and conserve my wood as much as possible, because it's going to be a long night. It's 7:15, so a number of hours to go. I am using my headlamp tonight. It's just too challenging to keep a hot enough and bright enough fire to see stuff around camp. So instead of burning all my wood to be able to see like last time, I'm going to use the headlamp. And I think I might, well, just in case I do need it at night to get more wood, I've got a lot around me, so that's not a problem. But figure I'd make use of the headlamp. Why not? Oh wow, that's really good. It's even got almost like a sweet taste to it. just put some, just a few twigs from a sapling. Oh, damn, that is very good. Well, you can be without a lot of gear, but you can still feel like you're at home with a hot drink, that's for sure. Oh, that feels nice. That feels real nice. Well, here we are. There isn't much more to do. I could cut the wood down into smaller cylinders. I've got about 20 small cylinders, which I'll be using throughout the night. I find that maintaining a hot fire through the night, it's a bit challenging. It can be pretty high maintenance. I figure rather just when the fire starts dying, just reach over, grab a cylinder, plop it right on top of the fire. And the wood that I'm using, the wood that I've gathered, is pine. And this pine is just covered in sap and resin, so it'll go up real quick. So I'm going to save those to when I've retired into my quarters for sleepy time. Oh man, oh man. That's great. So until then, until sleepy time, I'm just gonna stay warm next to the fire. And maybe every time I get a bit chilly, my feet get a bit chilly, rather than stoke the fire, I'll go cut more wood, or maybe even get another big load. It's overcast right now. It never did get clear. I saw a little bit of blue sky when I came in, and it's snowing a little bit. So I was not really expecting that. Hopefully it doesn't come on any thicker, or else I'm going to need to scramble to get maybe more logs, or dig into my supplies and find something in there. Hot water's ready. Excited to drink that. Let's put that over there. So as you can see, I've attached a tarp to the back of these logs, or the back of this wall. The wind started, well, not wind, but breeze started to pick up, and in -16, a slight breeze is pretty, it's got a bite to it, and it's coming from behind me, or at least it was. So I decided, you know what, let's get a tarp set up here, just to act as a wind block. It's snowing just a little bit. I've got such a long fire here, it's almost unbearable to be where I am right now. But I'm quite warm. Obviously, being next to this bonfire, it's gonna help. And oh yeah, all the logs here are warm to the touch, so I'm definitely getting some radiation. And when there's no wind, I definitely feel it. Oh yeah. So we should be good. Should be fine without the sleeping bag tonight. And now, I guess I just wait. Try and sleep. Wait and try and sleep for the next 8-9 hours. I spent the last little while collecting a ton of firewood. I've got a big log on right now. Just I didn't even cut it up. It's just too thick. So put that on, and then I've got a pile of cylinders that I can just throw on through the night. So if I run out of wood, well, I'll be surprised. That being said, it's quite cold, so I'll be burning through quite a bit. They say you take a look at how much wood you got in the wintertime, and you often need 3, 4, 5, 6 times as much to get you through the night. That's true. I've learned that lesson many times. Many times. There's nothing worse than waking up or getting up freezing cold and having to go cut more wood. It's, I think it's just after 10 now. So, we got some time to kill. So this is how I'm going to do my night. The one drawback to the tarp I found is that it disrupts the airflow. So sometimes the smoke, when it's got no air pushing it, it just comes inside the shelter with me. It's going to be imperative to keep this from being a smoky fire. Should be fine. Snow's not that high. It's only about 6-7 inches of snow, which has burned through already. Well, unfortunately the little bit of snow that is falling right in. So that's fine. Even if it comes on to snow real hard, I'll be fine. I can even fix this tarp a bit so it's got a bit of an awning if I need to, but I'll be fine. Alright guys, well unless anything happens, this is going to be my night. This is where I say goodnight. Hopefully I make it through alright. See y'all in the morning. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention. Got a whole bunch of rocks lined up here, and I'll be using those to stay warm as well. That way I won't have to have this fire roaring like crazy all night. I'll have some hot rocks to keep me warm as well. So hopefully they do the trick. Alright guys. Good night. Whew. Good morning. Holy, that was a cold night. Stayed fairly warm with this big hot fire in front of me. Used up a lot of wood. I did go back and get more wood once through early this morning, just because I wanted this fire a lot hotter than it was. I would have had to conserve wood otherwise. But I'm going to start packing up real soon. Something I didn't count on is this lake is freezing over way quicker than I thought it would. Yesterday, all of this in front of me was not frozen. Let me show you. And now it looks like it's just icing over a few spots there. So I'm gonna get packed up and head on out as soon as possible, or else I might not be able to get out of here, at least very easily. I'll bring a poker stick with me. This could be a long journey home. Sorry I didn't bring you in on the camp breakdown, but I cleaned up. Still a little bit of steam coming off the campfire, but I covered it in snow. Just smothered it in snow and got rid of a bunch of the big logs. So I just got to get out of here. I'm paddling through like a couple millimeters of ice here. I just thought, you know, there would be a bit of freezing on the outsides, or on the rim of the lake, like there was yesterday. But I was not counting on this. This is just insane. Thankfully, the ice is not that thick yet, at least here. Whew. I just hope I don't slice a hole into my raft here. And I also hope this ice doesn't get thicker. Holy cow. Ice is getting thicker. Okay, I've got about 100 yards of this thicker ice to get to before I get to that open water where the water's moving more. That's where it's not freezing. That was, I mean, I didn't really think the water would freeze this fast, but that was probably pretty dumb of me to try and paddle to the island. As long as this boat doesn't slice open. Oh man, this is tough. the ice here is a couple inches thick, so it's safe to walk on, at least with the support of the boat. Oh, this has been tough. What should have been a 15-minute paddle is turning into an hour-and-a-half journey off this lake, and I'm parched. I need water. Well, lesson learned there. That's how quick ice or a lake can ice overnight. I underestimated it because just a week ago it wasn't even hitting zero up here. And 2 weeks ago it was super warm here. So I thought the water temperature would hold out. Almost there. Oh, wow. That was interesting. That was very interesting. Back in the car, as you can see. That was a lot of work. Yeah, that was a lot of work. I'm a frost-covered man. But we're safe and sound. Time to head home. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Close call. Very close call. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Until next time. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down. And if you want to see more of this type of stuff, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Whew! Bye, guys.